Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and plot this equation on our graph. It's already in a slope-intercept form. Y equals minus 2/3 x minus 2. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plot the y-intercept on a graph. The y-intercept is minus 2 over here, okay? So let's go to our graph. We got y-axis and we got x-axis, and we know that y-axis is positive in the upward direction, and then you know that x-axis is positive in the right direction. So if you go up on y, you go in the positive direction. So now, as you can see, minus 2 here is negative, right? So then we have to go down from 0. So because it's negative 2, we're going to go down 2 units. So minus 1, minus 2. This is where it's going to be our y-intercept. Now for the slope, we have minus 2/3. Okay, so the slope is going to be minus 2. I'll make the top number negative because it doesn't really matter. But it's going to be easier to plot if we define which number is going to be negative, which number is going to be positive, okay? So we're going to make the run, which is the y. So we have, it's the run over rise for the slope, right? I'm sorry, rise over run for the slope. See, this is my mistake. That's why it's important that we review it all the time. Okay, so it's actually rise over run. Okay, so it's the difference in y divided by the difference in x. Okay, so we're gonna go, if it's negative 2, we're gonna go down 2 units from our current point right over here. And then we're going to go right because the positive to the right for x, and 3 is positive in this case. We're going to go right 3 units. We're going to go 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units. Okay, so this is where we're going to mark our another point. So now that we have 2 points, we can easily draw a line across these 2 points like that. Oops. That's a different line. I want to make this line. Excuse me. Okay, so this is our line going through these 2 points. Now, if you wanted to, we don't have to make the top number negative all the time. We can also make the top number positive and the bottom number negative, because it still will give us minus 2/3, right? So if we did that, we would just switch them around. So if our rise is positive, we would go up 2 points. So we'll go from negative 2 up to 0 because it's 1, 2, right? And then instead of going to the right, since our run is negative, we're going to go over to the left 3 units. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. So we would end up at this point instead. So it doesn't matter whether you get the top point to be positive or the bottom, the top number to be positive for slope, or the bottom number to be positive. You're going to have different points, but the line is going to be the same.